In the summertime, we all look for ways to keep cool without breaking the bank. And let's face it, the kitchen, one of the hottest spots in the house, especially when you are cooking. As many of us are turning up the AC right now in the hopes of keeping cool, we want to talk about how to keep your energy home efficient, or your home energy efficient, and so your bills lower. Caroline Fountain from Duke Energy is going to be with us talking about how to save money on our regular power bill. Hey, Caroline, I think we're trying to get a better shot of you right there. We need to zoom out just a little bit. It kind of looks like you're a little bit too close to the camera, I think. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to save money, and we want to show you this graphic from Duke Energy. It's a way for you to be able to look at your upcoming bill and your usage and things of that nature. This is something that every single person who has a Duke Energy account can do, and you will be able to see your usage for the day. And then you'll be able to see the usage for the month as well. So, Caroline, I think we've got a better shot of you at the moment. Great. You know,
Wonderful.
technology is always fantastic. All right. So we've got this way to be able to use our system so that we can see really how many days we're kind of maybe going over what we should.
So what's really great is you can look on your account, either using your app or going on your account online, and you can see your usage down to the hour. So you can really see, what times of the day you're using more energy. It also divides it up by what kind of are the contributing factors, right? So, typically heating and cooling is the number one user in your home. For me, I actually just checked mine today. So lighting was the second one. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to make sure I'm turning off my lights when I'm not using them. And then, cooking was my top third. And so I know that, of course, during the heat of the day in the summertime, that's when we're going to be cooking. So I know I'm going to be inviting my husband to cook outside as much as possible to keep the home as cool as possible.
Well, since you mentioned the whole husband-wife dynamic, we're going to talk about this because usually the husband and the wife do not agree on what the temperature should be in the house. What does Duke Energy say the temperature should be in the house?
Yeah, so what we really recommend is really finding the highest comfortable setting for your family, right? That's going to be different. I mean, I was having a conversation with some of my friends last night, actually, as it was getting really hot and humid outside. And we were talking about how everybody's family is very different. So really it's depending on your own family's comfort, but setting it up a couple of degrees, every degree is going to help on savings on your bill. And also to really help out with that are the ceiling fans. Turning on your ceiling fan can actually make it feel up to 4 degrees cooler in your home. So just thinking about, using those things to help. And then the third thing I'll mention is really, closing those blinds on the sunny side of the home. I don't have a lot of trees around my house. And so especially the afternoon sun, which is really intense, it just beats down on our house. So if we have the blinds open, you can feel it really, really heat up. And so closing those blinds to make sure you're keeping the inside as cool as possible.
All right, so there's something that almost every single homeowner has access to, and it's called a home assessment. What is a Duke Energy home assessment? What do they do? Why should we get one?
Sure. So yes, it's a free home energy assessment, so completely free of charge. And also you get all of these free goodies, which can be installed during the assessment itself. So an energy advisor will come out to your home and look around for opportunities that you may have in your own particular home to save. That might be caulking, that might be weather stripping, that might be, using less water, using, energy efficient, water, perhaps even using a power cord. There's a lot of different ways that the energy advisor can offer that will be unique to you and your family and your usage. So it's a really great option. It's a great way to get started, and it's completely free.
All right, and you can sign up online to do that energy assessment. This is one of the main things that people think about in the summertime and in the wintertime too, when the spike happens of the energy demand. How are the grids ready for that kind of potential spike?
We plan for this year round. And so we're constantly upgrading our grid. We have a detailed plan whenever there is extreme weather. And when necessary, we will execute that plan. Also, we have a team of meteorologists that are constantly, monitoring the weather and seeing the impact. And we have grid operators that are also looking at the grid and where we stand in order to reliably, give that electricity to our customers.
All right, and so we'll be looking at that because already the storm today has knocked out 4,000 people with power in Winston-Salem. So we know that that's part of it, right? When the storms come, we'll be checking the usage and things of that nature. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. If you missed any of this, we're going to put it in the 2 Wants to Know section of our website.